Welcome to module number 7. As we consider the religious dimension of sports, I want you to think about the energy that you spend on sport. I know that not everybody is a sport fan, but a good segment of the American population participate in sports in a personal matter, being involved in them, playing, or as a fan who follows the favorite teams in the various sports that are being played in the US or elsewhere in the world. As you consider the role that religion and faith has in the sports, please think of 1 Corinthians 9 and how the Bible, through the person of Paul as he wrote the first epistle to the Corinthians, discuss the example of the sportsman as a person who is competing for the purpose of winning, and how in winning only one wins. If there are two teams, one team wins. If there's a competition, only one team gets the first place. But Paul says that we can all win the first place when we are competing for Christian salvation. But of course, salvation is not a competition, and if it was to be a competition, we can all be first in prize. Psalms 119 also talks about the spirit of the sports, the spirit of our selfish gains. And it says, "Teach me, Lord, the way of your decrees, that I may follow it to the end. Give me understanding, so that I may keep your law and obey it with all my heart. Direct me in the path of your commands, for there I find delight. Turn my heart toward your statutes, and not toward selfish gain. Turn my eyes away from worthless things. Preserve my life according to your word." Are sport worthless things? I am not arguing in favor of this argument, nor am I denying it as a possibility. I am inviting you to answer the question, how is God in your sports, in your sport watching, in your sport participation? Patrick Sullivan created a provocative little clip that I am asking you to watch. And of course, you're going to download a PDF entitled Religious Dimension of Sports, and you will read it. I want you to read this. I want you to see Patrick Sullivan's video clip, and I want you to meditate on the words of the Bible that we read and answer the questions. In what ways are sports spiritual? Etc. There are 3 questions for you to think about. Yes, God did not ask us to abandon the world. God asked us to abandon the evil in the world. Are sports evil, or they are plain culture and not necessarily need to be abandoned? Welcome to meditating and thinking about this and coming up with your own biblical conclusions.